From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
No hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't.
Here we go, set, 10 Tucson. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
This is Melvin Gordon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Army, 80 weapon, 80 weapon. I'm coming after you. Ready, go.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his tight end fan, and he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down.
Ready, 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone travel, Greystone travel. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
22 jet bomber, 20.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Denver.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 8, read. All day, every day.
Now Gordon on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got right coming. Watch out. Protein spill.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Gordon again, the ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Broncos.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Complete to Melvin
Gordon
touchdown
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The extra point.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous.
The pass.
Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's now second.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get your squad.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he said. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On first down, it's Gordon. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Gordon. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Here's Gordon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
35's the mic.
Lock off a play action. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Dancing to his left. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by McManus is good.
Is good.
And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Broncos 10.
Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves just that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 10, Patriots nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
45, 45, 45.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A 6-yard.
That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Damian Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
The kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Derek Brown.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down.
Ready. 60, orange. 21. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Topper. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Locke going to get this into the hands of Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. It's a gain of 6.
They run it here with Gordon.
First down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
45. Mike, 45.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Long day. Hey, Smash. It'll be a long day. Like 30.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Street. Joker.
First down, here's White. The tackle there by Brian Poole. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Broncos.
Over the middle to Smith. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Hamler now to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flushed out right. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
It's our time. 38 for Mike. Go street. Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38. 60 Bobcats.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 4th down.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
And he's able to get it out of there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Tater. Hey, let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Parker, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Single, 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 single.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mike 38, Mike 38. You don't want it? You don't want it. Mustang 19. 38 to Mike. Mike 38, Mike 38, Mike 38. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best. And knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount, here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon.
Number 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watch QB jump.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. And McManus able to put it through. And their lead will swell up to 28. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. There he goes again. And down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.